Welcome to the On the Edge podcast.
What does the economics of being a higher end personal trainer even look like?
The black and white economics is like being a lawyer, right? You just charge a certain amount for the hour. That is not how I do things, but that's just how trainers usually do things, right? So you have your trainer. I'm assuming somewhere out there in the world, there's a trainer who's charging minimum wage for the hour. An independent trainer, because every single trainer that works for a corporate gym or a franchise gym gets paid like an employee. That's just standard. And then you get promoted like an employee, right? Because you work for a company. That's just, I guess, the rule of law there. I'm pretty sure some mom and pop gyms out there, or some franchise gyms maybe have a commission base. I give all of my trainers profit share. I don't want to have them competing against me. I want them to build with me, collaborate with me. So I give them a piece of the company, what the company makes in profit. There's incentives. I also do a lot of incentives. And I believe in, again, I want... Like my team of trainers right now over the weekend, they were all working. They weren't on the shift. They were just all working because they wanted to hit an incentive, which then I'm gonna go now as the leadership role and fulfill my incentive. Things from like a car, puppies, veneers, incentives, right? Like these are things that I ask, what do you guys want? And they tell me what they want, and I say, okay, great. Now I'm gonna tell you what I want, and let's get to work. So I think there has to be a structure like that. So with trainers that are not in corporate gyms, maybe mom and pop gyms, I think that most trainers charge by the hour. I think when you charge by the hour, because I'm trying to break that limiting like beyond the hour, I charge for a contract. So a contract is just basically like, how much am I going to charge you to get the job done, whatever that job is. And I just put a price tag on that, based on a lot of different variables. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I know. We met through a weird situation. I think we got hooked up on an app where you were advertised as a professional.
Oh yeah, it's a whole different story with them.
But no, I liked the fact, like, once we got deeper into the relationship and you were just very honest, you're like, hey, we don't charge by the hour because we think that like the relationship doesn't stop there. I want you to text me all the food that you're eating for the first couple of weeks that we work together so I can help you adjust there. Like, it was very much living up to your motto beyond the hour. My wife was like, who is this dude, man?
It's kind of annoying.
Yeah. She's like, are you sure you're not just cheating on me and you put this chick's name in your phone as Michael? And I was like, no, I promised. No weird chick would want me to text every picture of every food that I'm sending and get feedback. So I really appreciate that. And then unfortunately it didn't work out because with traffic, we ended up being like an hour apart.
Excuses. I'm kidding. No, I'm still here. I love Scott no matter what.
We didn't know. We didn't know because of COVID, we could do all this stuff remotely, and you could have just told me to.
And our relationship, we have many more years together to figure things out, man. This is just the beginning. All right.
Perfect.
First, I love Trifecta. We're gonna go ahead and have you try our Per Fitness meals, and if they're better than us, I need you to tell me why.
Okay.
Just not on your podcast.
Okay, perfect. So I'll delay my next couple orders of Trifecta food. We'll get on Per Fitness. I'll get the delivery food, and
love that.
Then we'll compare and contrast. So then when we met and we were talking about deepening the relationship, I was shocked because I didn't know that personal trainers had this contractual obligation. There was a monthly fee, and I thought it was reasonable for what you provided with the kind of with the mental fitness, and then more of the life coaching. It was a different experience, and I don't think I've seen any other trainers do that. So you've got to be one of the early adopters, or maybe leading the way of having a fitness contract.
I am one of the early adopters, and is one of the challenges is that it's breaking mental pattern. I do very well because I'm good at doing it, but I probably lose out on a lot of amazing potential people out there who are just calling me asking how much for the hour, and get turned off by me saying, can I get to know you more? They're like, shut up, how much for the hour?
Right.
I'm like, I don't charge for the hour. I'm asking you how much for the hour. I'm like, I don't charge for the hour, but I guess maybe we're not the best fit because I'm trying to get to know you more. Why are you calling me? And then the ones that get to know me more have hired 6 other trainers. And the ones that stay with me are like, you're the real deal, man. And now the problem is, how do I turn that into a company? Where they're like, okay, I want to work with your company. And everyone, so I'm building a culture where the trainers under me understand that. I'm not trying to make them like me, right? They're fulfilling one of the services that I offer. So I'm very much the one who's on the phone calls or the personal phone calls. I'm the one who's taking the clients to the mall because they lost weight and they've never bought a V-neck before, and they want to go on a date and they want to try on 4 different leather jackets around me. So my time has become my biggest resource. I've parted ways with certain individuals and clients because they didn't value my time. it's not about the money. That's what the contracts really come into play. Like the time has become more valuable because I'm doing so much for each individual person that I work with. Very early stages, the book Train the Trainer is basically teaching trainers, because the best way for me to succeed long term is to have everyone else do the same thing, because then it becomes a playing field where people aren't calling asking for the hour. They're calling and saying, oh, by the way, my other guy does contracts. Like, how much? What's your contract like?
Right.
Now we're having fun, right?
Yeah.
I don't gotta shift your mind. I gotta just convince you that my contracts make more sense. But I'm not shifting you. It's like, hey, how much to rent your house? And I know, buy my house. No, how much to rent your house? No, buy my house. And you gotta convince him to buy your house, right? But if he's just calling you and saying how much to buy your house because he's interested in buying, you're not gonna say rent my house. You're gonna say, yeah, great. Here's how much it is to buy my house. So Train the Trainer, the ebook, is to teach trainers to stop doing sessions and do contracts, which is what we do here. And I know people are like, why are you teaching other trainers? I just told you why I'm teaching other trainers. I want everyone to be interested. The world will be a better place because most people have worked with multiple trainers and most people are paying for the hour.
Right.
And when you pay for the hour, you are only committing to that 1 hour that you paid for, and then you don't pay for it. And I have a phenomenal partnership with how you met me. I'm not going to continue using their name just for like privacy and stuff like that. So I still, by very means, am able to be booked by the hour. And I do that for the value of my relationship with those two people that I mentioned, Joshua and David. They have been great every time there's a PR opportunity, they reach out to me or Jane. I'm interested in investing in their app, but I'm thinking of a long-term relationship with them. Instead of me trying to go ahead and compete with them in that avenue, I just like what they're doing and I like who they are, and that's why I have my services there like that. But whenever someone else reaches out to me through another party, I definitely tell them about the contracts and I go that route.
Yeah, no, I like it a lot. And talk about that, the hour. I think it's really easy for, people that go to church on Sunday to get their Sunday fix, and then they're, gossipers and they're doing exactly the stuff they're not supposed to during the week. Same thing. I know people will go to a trainer and then, I'll be at the gym and I'll look at some of the dudes that are with their trainer and I'm like, you might be cheating. Like, I don't know. So how, in the best of relationships, you're with somebody, with their physical fitness and their lifting and working out, for an hour a day, maybe 7-8 hours a week at the most.
I only do 3 hours of training a week.
3 hours of training a week.
I don't do
person.
more with my clients or less. And we only do 3. Let me take that back. Very rare occasions will I do more, or usually never less, but very rare occasions will I do more than 3 hours a week.
So 3 hours a week. So then how have you fostered that relationship? Is it through an app or a follow-up system or a CRM, or, just, did you have a spreadsheet? Like how are you deepening the relationship during the week outside those 3 hours? Because I'm not kidding. When we were working together, my wife is like, who is this dude? So how are you deepening that relationship and managing it?
So right now because of Patrick by David, I'm getting a lot more engaged in operations and making it more systematic. Right. We do the spreadsheets, we do the applications that we use, the MyFitnessPal apps, and I have more than one phone and my iPad. And the truth is, I'm just working really hard to manage all of it, but that's only gonna take me so far. Like, I'm capping out, so I'm creating these operation systems. I'm in the process of hiring actually an administrative assistant, another one, a personal assistant, just to even help manage all of this here. I'm really good at building relationships. I think that's just something I'm naturally good at because I genuinely listen to people. And like you said earlier, everyone feels like, oh my God, he agrees with me, right? Because I'm just listening, and I'm listening not to judge, but to learn. And that just makes you feel, people like that. They just gravitate to you. And I'm not perfect. I'm not trying to make it seem like every single client I interact with or everything has been a success story. It hasn't. You learn from a lot of experiences. But I manage it with, we have the spreadsheets, of course. I have a team. The team helps a lot. I mean, now more than ever, like, I see the importance of a team. Remember, even when I let everyone go back in March, because the whole COVID thing was pretty early stages of team building and leadership role. And I made a mistake there. What I should have done was, spend the money and see the value of continuing to build the team. The team is going to be crucial. For me, it's all about listening to the client. So right now we are in the process of sending, there's a I forgot where I heard it, but it's like the person, let's say it's the client, let's just use the word the client, so we're talking about this here. So for your listeners, the client or customer who doesn't complain and gives you silence is planning to leave you, right? So I'm always asking my clients, How do you feel? What can I do better? What don't you like? I love everything. What don't you like? What can I do better? How do you feel? Always. What do you think? How did that go? How do you feel? And eventually they're going to open up about a lot of things. Not only my business, just a lot of things going on. No, man, I love everything, but the reason this is because of that. And then how can I add value to that? And it's just always about adding value, right? And it's, one of my clients, she's had a tough time. A lot of people have passed away. And I'm super busy. So, I mean, she knows how busy I am. But I sent her a message. I said, listen, she wrote to me, this happened, someone passed away. And I said, I'm going to call you today. On the way here, I called her. And she was having dinner with her husband. And just said, hey, how you doing? How's everything? Yeah, I got to take the week off. That's fine if you need me, Still send your photos if you can. But I'll see you next week. I'm here for you. Just wanted to check in. Like, that's beyond the hour. She'll remember that more than a 1 hour workout. And then what will happen is her long-term goal of being healthier is fulfilled. Because any other trainer who, let's say, got paid for 15 sessions up front, is not going to call that client until the 15 sessions are up. And it becomes like this robotic system. And if she's paying per session and she's going through this, she doesn't feel the need to message the trainer. She didn't pay for the next session. He doesn't feel that he'll check in on her, but he doesn't know what's going on. So he'll just say, hey, are you showing up for training on Wednesdays? Give me my $200, my $100, my $50, my $45. So then the client doesn't succeed. The relationship is being built. The session is the problem. I really truly believe the session is like this. It's almost like that caveman mentality of thinking that, fitness and health and losing weight is just a workout and a meal plan.
Yeah.
It's beyond that.